Well, folks, it's time for another Grandpa's Sports video here tonight at Staley High School as they are going to take on the Lee Summit Tigers. Of course, Lee Summit coached by Keith Miller, and the Falcons from Staley being coached by James Wheeler. We're just about ready for the tip-off here. Won't be but just a few minutes. Players have been introduced. Everybody's at the center jump circle, and we are going to be ready to go here in just a little bit. Staley coming off of a pretty good game here the other night against Liberty North, as they did lose, but man, they were in that game for up until about the middle of the third quarter. But we're getting ready for the tip-off here right now. Fans still filing in, as you can see, and it looks like Lee Summit is going to control the tip. Staley in that 2-3 zone. Lee Summit trying to overload one side, and John Hatfield's going to get a hand in there and then drive the length of the court with a layup, and 2 points for John Hatfield on that drive. Just like they did Tuesday night. Staley jumping out to a little bit of a lead here early on in the game. Lee Summit looks like they're having just a little bit of trouble here with this zone. Going to have a three from the outside, no good. And I think they are going to call that out of bounds ball off of probably Brian Young.
Elijah King checking in for the Tigers.
Just underway, not quite a minute gone here. Getting the ball inside, but then they kick it back out to the top of the circle, swing it over here to this near side. Now they're going to get it inside with a nice little left-handed layup by Elijah King, and he is going to get the first 2 points for Lee Summit. Zach Riley brings it down. And that's going to be a shot by Michael Brinkmeyer, but it is off the rim. And Lee Summit right down with it. Of course, that's one of the things you want to do to beat a zone, is try to get that ball down court and get it inside before they get that set up. Zach Riley knocks it away, but Lee Summit controls it, and it's going to go to number 22. That's Trey Harvey. And all of a sudden, Lee Summit up now 4-2. Xavier Smith looked like he was trying to get it inside to Brian Young, but it was behind Brian, and Brian was already in the free throw lane, and that's going to turn the ball over to Lee Summit. No one here really with much of a height advantage. Lee Summit moving the ball around really nice. And that's going to be Matthew Krantz with the 2 points, and that's going to put Lee Summit up now 6-2 with 5:31 to go here in the first quarter. Okay, Coach Wheeler having a little talk with the guys. Saw something evidently on defense he didn't really care that much about. But we are back underway. Staley with the ball and down by 4. Zach Riley at the top, over to John Hatfield, and that's going to be 3 for John. Boy, John has got the hot hand tonight. John with all 5 points here so far for the Falcons.
That looks like Nick right there.
Yeah, it is. And that's going to be a shot
Elijah King, three-point basket
by Elijah King. Looked like a 2-pointer, and they're going to be up 9-5. And looks like they're going to get the ball stolen from Zach. Misses the shot, but we get the rebound by number 32, Matthew Krantz. And it's 11-5. No. 4:25 to play. And another turnover. Lee Summit down with the ball, and it looks like Hatfield is going to tie him up, and the arrow is going to go with Staley. Yeah. And Jody Kraft's going to report in for the Falcons here now. Looks like Lee Summit in the zone now also. They're going to get it inside to Brinkmeyer, over to Hatfield, and two more for John Hatfield, and that's going to be 11-7 now. John with all 7 points here to start the game. And a three-pointer from the corner and a miss. Rebound by Lee Summit. Put it up again. And they're going to call it, going to be Staley ball.
King Frazier back in for the Tigers.
But I don't have 11. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's what it is.
But I don't have 11 over here. I've only got 6.
Okay, Staley brings the ball down. Now a chance to get a little bit closer here. Trailing 11-7 cross court to Xavier Smith. A 3 try. Not quite enough arch on that, and it kind of zips off the top of the rim and bounces over to this far side. Lee Summit just about turns it over, but they manage to control the ball. Get it inside, then back out to the corner. But they get the rebound, and that's going to be Matthew Krantz, 6'3", a junior. Here's Xavier with a 3. 3 for Xavier Smith. 10-13 now. 2:21 to go. They get it into one of the big guys, and he gets it into a bigger guy on the inside, and that's number 23, Elijah King, and he's 6'3". I think somebody was supposed to be over there, but they weren't.
And Tyler Nugent checking for the Falcons.
Zach Riley and Tyler Nugent checking in for Staley. Once again, Lee Summit swings it over to the far side. They seem to favor that side over there, as they went over there at least 3 times more. A try by Drew Locke. And a miss. Staley with the ball. Here's Xavier with another try. It hits the rim, but is a miss. Zach going inside to Tyler Nugent, just a little too hard, but Tyler Nugent is going to drop that one in, and now it's 12-15. Now it looks like Staley in a man-to-man, kind of switching things up here, trying to throw off their timing, and it looks like the Lee Summit player stepped out of bounds.
Trey Artie back in for the Tigers.
He was for a minute trying to find it.
Staley down court with the ball. Over here to Zach. Kick it cross court to Xavier. Kraft, Riley. Looking inside to Tyler. They get it inside and into Michael Brinkmeyer. Michael Brinkmeyer up with 2. And now it is 15-14 with just 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. a jump shot, doesn't even hit any iron, and it's going to come off of the Lee Summit player, but Michael Brinkmeyer comes up with it. Jody's going to drive the lane, kick it out to Zach, and Zach is not going to draw any iron. His time will run out, and your time here after the first quarter, it's going to be the Lee Summit Tigers 15, Staley 14. Okay, here we go with the new 8, and once again, boy, Staley within 1 point here at the start of the second quarter. Lee Summit with just a 1 point lead, and that's going to be a double dribble. Staley ball on the far side. Staley can get the lead here if they can just get 2 points. Kick it well across court to Zach. Those cross court passes are dangerous. Inside to Tyler Nugent, and it looks like he's going to be tied up. But the arrow is going to go with Staley, so they're going to retain possession.
Josh Maddox in for the Tigers.
Inbounds the ball. Hatfield with it. Looking inside to Nugent again, and it gets knocked away. And Xavier Smith with a nice block. Good play by Xavier, a lot of hustle. Showed some speed on that as he caught up with that guy as he was at least 2 steps behind him, but catches up with him and actually blocks the ball without the foul. But it's going to be Lee Summit ball out of bounds. Once again, Staley in that man-to-man, and I think it's going to be a foul, which is going to be the first team foul here of the half.
Elijah King has his first.
Elijah King with the foul. Elijah King. Once again, Staley with a chance here to get this lead. Here's Hatfield with a 3. It's off the back of the rim. It comes back, but Lee Summit will come away with it. And a pretty tall pass. Just a little bit taller than what the player was.
Tyler Smith checking in for
6:56 to go here in the second quarter. Lee Summit hanging on to this 1 point lead. Staley now with a 3rd try to get the lead. Nathan Fulkerson is checked in. So we got Hatfield, Smith, Fulkerson, Riley, and Brinkmeyer for Staley. Costly turnover there. Nice turnaround jumper there by Tyler Smith, the 6'2" senior. And that's going to be a foul on King Frazier, 6'0" senior.
King Frazier.
It'll be the second team foul for Lee Summit here in the quarter, or in the half, I'm sorry. Fulkerson with the ball. Going to get it into Brinkmeyer, but it's going to be tipped away. And Brinkmeyer tried to control it and knocked it out on the far side. Tyler Smith wanting to look inside, but he gives it up as Riley cuts him off and kicked the ball back out. Go into Smith again, and he's going to do a little turnaround jumper there. Really nice. And Riley having trouble getting it inbound, so they just call a timeout and they're going to talk it over. We've got 5:21 to go here in the second quarter. We'll be back in just a minute. Back underway. 5:20 to go.
Come on, guys.
Zach is going to get the ball taken away there as they double teamed him, and that's going to be Tyler Smith. Lee Summit now out to 21-14, 7-point lead. Hatfield with the ball. It gets it knocked away, and that's going to be Drew Locke. That basket will count, and that is a freshman. Yeah, Drew Locke, a freshman, makes that layup and gets the foul in the act.
On the line shooting one, Drew Locke.
And Drew's going to knock her down for the three-point play, and now it's a 10-point lead for Lee Summit. Staley having some trouble against this press here. Hatfield's going to bring it down, kick it out to Fulkerson. Fulkerson brings it back out to Riley. And here's Hatfield with a three. And it's off the rim, but Fulkerson is going to get it, puts one back up, and misses that, and it's going to be out of bounds off of a Lee Summit player. Xavier Riley with a shot. There's two. Two for Zach Riley. Got it back to 8. Need to play some pressure defense here and get the ball back. They're going to get it inside to number 32, Matthew Krantz, and Michael Brinkmeyer is going to foul him, and that's going to be 2 shots now for Krantz, the 6'3" junior.
Number 32, Matthew Krantz. Jody Kraft and Brian Young checking in for Staley.
Jody Kraft and Brian Young going to check in now. Be some fresh guard power here. Krantz is going to miss both. Staley swings it around the other side into Brian Young, and he tried to get it to Michael Brinkmeyer, and it will be knocked away by a Lee Summit player, so Staley will play it in now from the end here.
Jody just got it.
Down in front. Yeah, down in front. And it looks like Lee Summit is going to come away with the ball. And into Krantz again, and wow. Krantz with the 2-pointer. Staley's going to break the press. Brian Young with a shot down here. How you doing? Still at 8 points. Lee Summit lead. And they get it inside, and they're going to call a jump ball, and the arrow's pointing toward Lee Summit. Jody Kraft with the tie-up on that.
That's right.
Lee Summit's going to play it in under their own basket. And that one's way off. Zach Riley comes down with the rebound, gets it down to Brian Young. Brian kicks it over to Hatfield, and Hatfield is going to miss the basket. And Jody's going to steal the ball, kick it out to Riley, and Riley's going to have the easy 2, and that's going to get it back to 6 now. Nice defensive work there by Jody Kraft.
he get the layup?
No, Riley had the layup. And I'm not sure what happened there, but it's, yeah, foul on Zach Riley, but it's going to be Lee Summit ball out on the baseline. That was Zach Riley. And I don't know if that pass got tapped or not, but Zach is going to drive, miss the layup as Staley gets it down to 6 points. And that's going to be a foul on Brian Young, I'm sure. And that'll send the Lee Summit player to the line. I'm sure that was in the act of shooting.
Tyler Nugent picks up his first foul.
Tyler Nugent gets the foul.
Shooting to Drew Locke.
Drew Locke, the freshman, is going to be at the line. And there's nobody from Staley, or from Lee Summit, on the free throw lane, but it's 2 shots, so it doesn't make any difference. We've been hung at 6 points for quite a while. Nobody could score. Staley with several tries to get even closer, but they couldn't do it. Now we got 2:09 to play here in the second quarter. Locke's going to make them both. Jody Kraft had the ball, but he was kind of bumped. I wouldn't say forced out of bounds, but lost his balance and stepped out of bounds. Locke with the ball, they're going to drive into the middle, they kick it out, come up to the top of the key, now outside on this side, and a three-pointer by Tyler Smith, the senior. (20-31), all of a sudden they've picked up a 5-0 run here on Staley. Oh, and that's surely going to be a foul on the Lee Summit player as Brian Young goes down. But that still is only 3 team fouls for the half. Game looks a lot more physical than what it shows on the scoreboard, as both teams, Staley with 14 fouls, Lee Summit with 3. Hatfield having a little trouble there with it. Brian Young with a really nice play as he kind of turned and just laid that ball up on the backboard. It's 22-31 now with 1:20 to go. Looks like Lee Summit has decided to go for the last shot here before the half. I think Coach Wheeler told him to go out and pick him up. Lee Summit slowly working the ball around. No, not in high school. No shot clock in high school. (18 seconds). 15. Riley's going to tip it out of bounds with 6.3 seconds to go here before the half. Lee Summit plays it in. There's the shot by Tyler Smith, and he will make it. And that's going to be it before the half here, as Lee Summit Tigers are going to be leading 33-22. Maybe I can get it over here. Well, folks, that's going to do it here. We'll be back probably with some entertainment before the half. All right, we're ready to start the second half. Going to have Xavier Smith, Zach Riley, John Hatfield, Michael Brinkmeyer, and Brian Young is going to be your starting five for the Staley Falcons. Once again, down by 11 points. Brian's going to kick it down the baseline over to Xavier, then to Zach Riley with the three, but he cannot get it in there. They're going to get it inside to King Frazier, the 6-foot senior, and he's going to get an easy shot right under the basket. Brian Young with a drive down the baseline, and a nice shot by Brian Young. And that's going to be Krantz, but he's going to miss the layup. Staley comes away with the ball. Hatfield with the rebound into Michael Brinkmeyer, and that's going to be blocked by a Lee Summit player, but out of bounds, and Staley will have possession. Zach kicks it into Brian. Xavier back over to Zach. Zach's going to try a turnaround jumper. 2 for Zach Riley. And I think they're going to call a foul here, possibly on
Xavier Smith. That's his first.
A foul on Xavier. Lee Summit with a 9-point lead now, 6:30 to play. A 3 try, but no good. Xavier with a great move. Man, what a move by Xavier Smith. A turning, spinning drive down through the lane with a left-handed layup. Nice move by Xavier. Over the last 2 games, Xavier has really been playing at the top of his game. And I think his playing time is showing the results of that, as Xavier getting quite a bit of playing time here lately.
Brian Young picks up his first foul, team second.
Foul on Brian Young. Going to be second team foul here for the second half. Brian Young's going to intercept that pass. Going to drive, lay it up, no good. Michael Brinkmeyer had the rebound there just for a second, and then it's going to go out of bounds as he either dribbled it or stepped out of bounds, but it's going to be Lee Summit ball. Lee Summit taking their time. Staley still in the man-to-man. They kick it inside to the freshman. Locke, he kicks it back out. Now they go deep inside. And that's going to be King Frazier, the 6-foot senior, as he does the left hand against Zach Riley there and gets 2 points. And then we're going to have a turnover to get a pass to Hatfield. And it gets knocked away, but Summit's going to drive the length of the court and then lose it out of bounds.
Jody Kraft checking in.
So it's going to be Staley ball. Tried to get it over to Xavier Smith down through the lane, and it got knocked away. And here's going to be a 3 try, no good. Rebound, Jody Kraft. Jody's going to press it on up the court, gets to the free throw lane and stops. Hatfield starts to make the drive to the basket, and he's going to get whacked on the arm, and that's going to be a team foul on Lee Summit.
Fouls on Trey Hardy. That's his first. Josh Maddox and Elijah King checking in for the Tigers.
Get it into Hatfield, inside to Michael Brinkmeyer. And I think Michael's going to get a couple of free throws here. It looked like somebody smacked him on the arm as he puts that shot up. So it's going to be 2 shots. That's going to be on Drew Locke, the 6'2" freshman. Don't see too many freshmen playing varsity basketball here in Kansas City. A few, but not many. Michael is going to make the first one. 4:25 to play, and that makes it 29 for Staley, 37 for the Lee Summit Tigers. Second one up. And Michael Brinkmeyer picks up 2 points and gets Staley within 7 of Lee Summit. Get some good defense going here. A little layup there by number 11. And Xavier Smith, that was Josh Maddox with the drive. Xavier Smith with the rebound. And I think that's going to be a trip on Tyler Smith. And that's going to be the 3rd team foul, which is getting us closer to them free throws. Staley moving the ball around pretty quick. Kicks it out to Hatfield. Hatfield's going to miss it. Hatfield started out shooting really hot. I think had the first 5 or 7 points of the game, and now cannot find the range. And looks like Lee Summit is going to take a timeout, talk things over. We'll be back here in just a minute. Okay, here we go. We're going to resume play here now with 3:30 to play in the 3rd quarter. Lee Summit 37, Staley 30. There's a 3 try, and that's going to be the freshman, Drew Locke. There's Hatfield with a 2 try, and it won't fall. Like I said earlier, John was hot at the first part of the game. I think had the first 6 or 7 points. And now the lid is closed. John will make the first one. It makes it 31-40, Lee Summit. Second one's up, in and out. Lee Summit with the rebound. Tyler Smith with the try. Rebound by Lee Summit. Another try by Lee Summit. Lee Summit rebound. And we're going to have a foul on somebody. Jody knocked the ball away, but I don't know who. Foul's on Jody Kraft. Nice give and go there to number 20, Tyler Smith, the 6'2" senior. Staley looking inside, and they found Brian Young, but they kick it back out. And here's Hatfield with the 3, and he's off the front of the rim again. John just cannot find the basket. And I think that's going to be another foul on Jody Kraft.
his second.
It's going to be Alex Evans going to the line here, shooting 2.
Trevor Lamb checking in for the Falcons. King Frazier for the Tigers.
Alex misses the second one, but and King with the rebound and the putback. There's Trevor Lamb with the 2. And we're still only 11 points down with a little full court press maybe and some really good defense. I think Staley could climb back into this. 3-pointer by Elijah King, the 6'3" senior. Staley now, or I'm sorry, Lee Summit with a full court press, but they're not really putting the pressure on as Hatfield brings the ball up. Ooh. Looked like John slid his pivot foot there just a little bit, but the refs didn't call it, so we'll take it. Into Michael Brinkmeyer. Brinkmeyer going to try the turnaround jumper, and it's going to be foul on Elijah King. Staley ball on the baseline.
Elijah King has his second and his 5th. Zach Riley checking in for the Falcons. Trey Hardy in for the Tigers.
Inside again to Brinkmeyer. He loses the handle, but grabs it real quick and turns around and puts it up on the backboard. And now 35-46. 11 points for Lee Summit. Summit working it around the edge, and I think Brian Young might have got a hand on it, but couldn't recover it. Tried to knock it off the Lee Summit player, but couldn't do it. Plus he was already out of bounds with the ball, so it's going to be Lee Summit ball. And with just a second to go, that's going to be a 2-pointer for Elijah King. And the score here at the end of the 3rd quarter is going to be 35-48. Lee Summit with the lead. Here we go. Here we go with the last 8 minutes. Lee Summit with the ball and a shot by King, but he's going to miss it. John Hatfield with the rebound, kicks it out to Jody, over to Zach. Lee Summit with just a minimal amount of pressure there at half court. And it's going to be off of Michael Brinkmeyer's foot as he kicks the ball while he's dribbling, I believe. And it looks like Staley's going to come out now with a full court press as they're down 13 here with 7:30 to play in the 4th quarter. Lee Summit with the lead. Looking inside. Hatfield down, comes back, and I believe that's going to be a foul on Brinkmeyer.
That's his 3rd team's pair.
And now we've got 5 team fouls on both teams here as we start getting into the 4th quarter. At the line is going to be Alex Evans, 6'3" junior. And he's going to make it. 14 points now. Zach going to dribble into the lane and misses the shot. And they get the ball inside to King Frazier. And he's going to get two, and the ball just about stolen away from Zach, and it will be at half court as he's trying to make a pass to Jody Kraft. And 3-on-1, and Coach Wheeler wants to talk to the boys and say, did we forget to do something on defense, sir?
Full timeout called by the...
We'll be back in just a minute with 6:26 to play. Lee Summit with a 53-35 lead. I'm going to resume play, 6:26 to play. Once again, Lee Summit ahead 53-35. Had two guys open underneath as they were out trapping Jody Kraft. Jody puts up the shot but misses. That's going to be Lee Summit ball, as I think it went off Trevor Lamb. And both him and Hatfield were right there and batting at it. I think one of them hit it and knocked it out of bounds. So we'll go back to Lee Summit. That kind of the old give and go, you might say. Elijah King. Elijah must have 20 points or so. That's going to be a foul, I believe, on Josh Maddox.
Josh Maddox. This is first. Team six. Xavier Smith checking in for the Falcons.
It's going to be 16 fouls. One more now, and Staley will be shooting. Hatfield's going to try it again. And no iron, nothing. Jody Kraft gets back and intercepts that pass. Good defensive play there by Jody.
Shoot, baby. 53.
Ryan Young is going to get into the free throw lane, but they're going to call traveling as he stopped, had a man right on him and a hand in his face. So I guess he felt like he couldn't do it. Under 5 minutes. And that's going to be Elijah King with an easy bucket under the basket. Yeah, Hatfield's a little gun shy. Jody Kraft with a three-point try, no good. Hatfield with the rebound, going to go with the left hand. And 2 points for John Hatfield, and I think that's the first two John has scored since early on in the first quarter. $20-point lead now for Lee Summit. And it looks like Nathan Fulkerson is going to come in for Brian Young. Trey Harvey, with a shot. Lee Summit gets the rebound. Kick it back over to this side. Gonna go inside. Kicks it to the corner. To Evans, back inside. Frazier. And that was Elijah, and he passes it off to King, to Frazier. 59-37.
Why would you shoot a three? They're down by 100.
John Hatfield with the drive, a miss, and a rebound to Lee Summit. We're under 2:57 to play.
Jalen Urban checking in for the Tigers.
Going to be Lee Summit ball here on the near side. Layup, drive, and rebound by King Fraser. 61-37. Fulkerson drive into the lane, and Nathan Fulkerson put it up for 2 points. Boy, inside on the free throw lane. Elijah King with the ball. Kind of had it swatted away there for just a minute. Back to King. And that's going to be, looks like a traveling call on Bruce Bias, the 6-foot sophomore. And Wheeler looks like he's about ready to clear the bench off over here, with 1:45 to go. Trevor with a shot, and he's going to get fouled. It's going to be Josh Maddox on the foul. 1:27 to play. Lee Summit with a 61-39 lead. Trevor should be shooting two here.
Oh, Lord. Not that.
Misses the first one.
I know.
Second one goes in, 61-40.
Take it away!
Tyler Nugent knocked it away for just a minute, but Lee Summit able to control the ball. Nice move by number 11, Josh Maddox, but Tyler Nugent with the block. Here's Xavier Smith with a three, and Xavier's going to hit that. And we're under 1:45 to go.
Oh my gosh,
30 seconds to go. Lee Summit looks like they might be intent just to run a little weave out here and kill off the clock. They got an 18-point lead. It's going to be out of bounds. Total up the scores for me so I know what they are for our guys.
I don't know what they are.
17 seconds to play. 14. Going to go inside, kick it back out. Nice ball movement and a block. Bruce Bias with a shot. Trevor Lamb going to come down with it. 5-4. Going to be out of bounds with 2.7 seconds to go. And it will be Staley ball. Mashar Alam will kick it in to Nathan Fulkerson. And Nathan's going to miss with 2 points. 2 seconds to go, and the game is going to be over. And it looks like Staley Falcons are going to go down to the Lee Summit Tigers here tonight with a score of 43-61. Give you a recap of the scoring here. And it looks like for Staley, it's going to be 2 for Brinkmeyer, 6 for Riley. Nathan Fulkerson with 2. Brian Young with 4. John Hatfield 9. Xavier Smith, a really good game tonight, 8. And Tyler Nugent with 2. For Lee Summit, for Smith, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Frazier, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. King, 2, 4, 6, 8. He had to have more than that. I think our scorekeeper kind of lost track there. But anyway, folks, that's going to wrap it up for another Grandpa's Sports Video here at Staley High School tonight, as once again, the Falcons go down to the Tigers, 43-61. Everybody have a good weekend, and we'll see you next Tuesday for another Staley Falcon basketball game.